that stand and walk with the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High, and we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on, ain't gonna continue to take them all on. Of my true love's head.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they rob a Lincoln chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Want to be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms. Never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons, protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions, teaching the love they reflection. No matter what the complexion, we got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection, a shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for the Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
So you think you know Wix, but do you
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber put payback?
Give not thy mind over to heaviness. Now, all because as you give over your mind to heaviness, you're opening the door for every demon to come up in you. And now the shit that happened to you at 16
years old, you're 30. And the shit that because you got an issue today and you don't get the counseling for it and you afflict yourself with it, what happens to your 6th place? You start thinking about 13. Don't let it be the same thing over that you ain't just facing and defeated the demon. Now all of them come on upon you. But instead of afflicting yourself, you should go get counseling. The counseling team we got up in here,
I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover. No sweat. I'm not a priest without a cover. Yeah. I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover. No sweat. I'm not a priest without a cover.
I feel the pressure, but it's checkers, boo.
Don't topple over dominoes.
Gird your loins, the abdominal.
Resisting the abominable.
Deal with the impossible like any other obstacle.
Since failure isn't optional,
you better lock it low. Yes, I'm the man, your only fan, I take it personal. Something like a Daniel out of one that makes me merciful. Some shit you never seen, some shit you never heard before. Every interaction with a prophet is a pot of gold.
Since I'm a juggernaut, don't let me get a run and start that demon's rib torn apart. You fucking thought I make you Wonder Woman. I make you Wonder Woman. I make you Wonder Woman.
Does he love me? Does he love me not? My heart's cold as Karak, like a holy Shabbat. Tears grow with the crop. Another hole in the plot, send a hole in the shot. Every mommy ain't for poppy, just look forward to what? Look what a warrior rock. Sophistication through simplicity.
Got him out of the mud, did it without the drugs. Now they about to crush the old man. You oppressor to that opposition, bugger off. Any bitch denied wisdom, run her off.
Year round, we don't take the summers off. Evil Morty fucking with the ricks, you feeling somersault. Young Adolf, I wanna make war. Dropped a lot of claymores up and down the great whore.
Like the Fire Lake 4.
Pour the prayers of the saints. I'm in that no limit tank, ranked up on the plates. In the field whipping snakes, cut the grass for the jakes. Using UPK vernacular as I articulate. This the damn before it breaks.
The fire that I kindle is the reason Missy couldn't stand the rain against the window. Burn the temple, watch the simpletons erase it from existence. Pay attention to the vision straight out of the 4th dimension.
What they started in the trenches, they brought it into fruition. Likely government assistance. A dove is just a pigeon in the wrong hands. Religion is the fall of man. Me and mine gon' serve the Lord with a strong hand. Yeah.
Granted, it's my calling like a 6-shooter revolving. Not a mixed breed, but I'm dogging. These misfits need a jogging. They wrestle with that Pauline.
They vessels meant for watering, mind altering. I waltz in like a boss,
Clean.
Pillar of the salt,
Cream.
rip another cloth,
Supreme.
linen nothing soft.
By definition, you're the law.
Forgot the nigga God.
He said to bear your cross.
If not, we gotta knock you off.
I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover.
No sweat.
I'm not a priest without a cover.
Yeah.
I hit the bottom of the feet, then I recover. Bounce, bounce, till I'm completely out of rubber. Go. I tie the meat tree like a Ziggy down a lover.
No sweat.
I'm not a priest without a cover.
Come on.
What I'm trying to tell you, son, be yourself. People don't like how you be yourself. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and pray to go on this. That's all you do. Words to live by. Live by them, son. Okay. They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahnna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like goddamn Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devil's design 5 for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous. I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. I'm in yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahnna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my heart can gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon.
stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
All right, Shalom Israel. We'll get this class underway. The NorCal Sabbath service, we're about to get it in action. Get this class underway. Let's see, Imagine. Salah Shalom means to Israel. So Palm Hakudan, which means face east. We're going to start out with the Lord's Prayer. East Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Dash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Lakuska, Laba'a, Matazai, Hayah, Aisha, Baratazai, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, the thunder now, the come, Kal, the one, Wasalak now, Kabawath now, Kasalak now, Kabawath now, Wala'a, Kabayai now, Manasaya one, Abal, Awashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kayalaka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wa the Pyra, the Iwalandim, Amen. Already in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, that we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. We're going to cut the power. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Baba Kusha, the thunder now, Hakat, Hakat, Arapa'at, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakat, Ratahar, Hamatazari, Hakat, Lahakriel, Hamathiel, Hakat, Al Rakawa, Hamata'ala, Lagar Shem, Bahashim Yahushua, the water of mud. How in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. We're going to bless Israel, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasharala, Haya Bayat, Safari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magan, Hagan, Bahashim Yahushua, the water of mud. Right. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. Price family, Davis family, Buck family. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. We're going to go Psalms 123. Sounds like Psalms 121. Aisha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Aratazah, Al-Yathan, Ramawat, Regal, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Anah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shalomar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yanika, Yamawam, Hashemach, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarat, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Asnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaska, Wabawaska, Wa'ait Walam. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hill, from whence comes my help coming from the power which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The power is thy keeper, the power is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. All right, Psalms 83. In Hebrew, Alahayim, Adama Yalakah, all Thakarash, all Tashakwat, all Kayahana, Awayadika, Yahama Yawam, Ra'ash, Al Arnica, Ya Iron Yamwa, Lawada, Wayata Yaitizawa, Al Tazapun one Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidan, Magalia, Wala Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, I would die, Kaya, Naitizawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Varyat, Yakaraswa, Alahai, Alawam, Wayashimai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagaria, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Alashab, Ayashabi, Tazawar, Lamasha War, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, 0Y, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadin, Kasaya Sarah, Tayabin, Bonakab, Wayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Ya'ara, Ayawa, Daman, Adamah, Shayatamwa, Nadab, Ya Mawa, Ka'ira, Wabata'aba, Wabataba, Wabatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasaya, Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayirashah, Ranawa, Na'awa, Alahai, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kokwash, Lapunya Rorika, Ka'ash, Naba Ira, Wakala Haba, Balahat, Ariam, Kunt, Deradama, Asarika, Wasa Waspaka, Baba Halam, Ala'a, Panyaham, Walawam, Wayabakwasha, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, I, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Hayata, Shimka, Yahawa, Labaka, Al Yanawam, Al Kaha, Arachaza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram, and like Seher. Yea, all the princes at Sabbath, and at Salmuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a whale, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, and as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Sorry, please turn. Shabi, which means be seated. All right, we're gonna get the class. I believe we start at Genesis 47. Genesis 47 and 2. Genesis chapter 47, verse 2. So we're going to start at. Second, please. When you're second. All right. Okay. All right, we're gonna get it started going. Genesis 47, chapter 2, and we did in Hebrew. And we're gonna read it in English. All right, in Hebrew. Wamakwa tazar, akyawa, kwak, kamasha, anakim, wayatazakam, rapunya, Para'ai, verse 3. Waya Amar, Para'ai, all, Akyawa, Ma, Aish, Yakam, Waya Amarwa, all, Para'ai, I, Kaza'an, Ibad Yaka, Dam, Anak Nawa, Dam, Abawath Yanawa. Verse 4. Waya Amarwa, Para'ai, Laga War, Ba'arataza, Ba'anawa, Kaya, Ayan, Mara'ai, Lataza'an, Shar, La'ibad Yaka, Kaya, Kabad, Hara'ib, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain, Wa'ata, Yashabwa, Na, Ibad Yaka, Ba'arataza, Gashan, verse 5. Waya Amar, Para'ai, Yawasa, La Amar, Abayaka, Wa'akyaka, Ba'awa, All Yaka, verse 6. Arataza, Matazarian, Rapunyaka, Hawa'a, Bama Yata, Ha'arataza, Hawashad, Ath, Abayaka, Wa'ath, Akyaka, Yashabwa, Ba'arataza, Gashan, Wa'am, Yada Aif, Yada Aith, Wayash, Bum, Anakya, Kaya, Washa Matam, Sharya, Makwana, Ashar, Laya, 7, Waya Ba'a, Yawasa, Ath, Ya'aiqua, Abayawa, Waya La Punya, Para'ai, Waya Barak, Ya'aiqua, Ath, Para'ai. Genesis 47 and 2, and he took some of his brethren, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh. Verse 3, and Pharaoh said unto his brethren, what is their occupation? And they said unto Pharaoh, thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our father. And they said moreover unto Pharaoh, verse 4, and they said moreover unto Pharaoh, for to sojourn in the land are we come, for thy servants have no pasture for their flock. For the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now therefore we pray thee, let thy servant dwell in the land of Goshen. As you know, back to verse 2 of this story, as far as when he brought his brethren with them, and Pharaoh said, what is your occupation? Pharaoh didn't like sheep herders, because they were sheep herders. And they know that Pharaoh didn't, he looked down on sheep herders, just like in today's time. They look down on our brothers that's, out there that's putting these grapes on your tables and picking your strawberries, and things of those nature, picking plums and, peaches and stuff like that. The Pharaoh looked down on that, as they do today, like I said. Pharaoh said to his brother, what is your occupation? Sheep herder. So they said, moreover, on Pharaoh, for to sojourn in the land, for thy servants have no pasture in their flock. For the famine, the food was getting kind of scarce in the land of Canaan. Now, therefore, we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen. Okay, verse 5. And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, thy father and thy father brothers are come unto thee. Verse 6. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land, make thy father and thy brethren dwell, father and brother to dwell in the land of Goshen. Let them dwell, and if thou knowest any man of activity among them, then make them rulers over my cattle. Verse 7. And Joseph brought in Jacob, and Joseph brought in Jacob his father, and set him before Pharaoh, and Jacob blessed Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, how art thou? So, like I said, he was bringing in his family, into Pharaoh, like I say, which is the land of Canaan, to do the work, of, as far as Pharaoh's concerned, sheep herders and just doing lesser work, Pharaoh looked down on. And Pharaoh, this is verse 8, and Pharaoh said unto Jacob, how art thou? So I guess when Jacob brought in his father, Pharaoh was, how old art thou? Sluggy, how old art thou? So he wanted to know the age of his father. So let me go back to verse 9 in Hebrew. Waya Amar, Ya'aiqua, Para'ai, Yawamyam, Shanya, Maga warrior, Shalashim, Wama Ath, Shana, Ma'ait, Warayam, Hayawa, Yawamyam, Shanya, Kayaya, Wala'a, Hasha Yagwa, Ath, Yawamyam, Shanya, Kayaya, Abathya, Yawamyam, Maga War Yama, Yaga, no, Maga War Yaham. Verse 10. Waya Barak, Yaqua Ath, Harai, Waya Tazah, Salaki. Ayaya, Bathya, Baya Wamyam, Maga Warrior, verse 10. Waya Barak, Yaqua Ath, Harai, Waya Tazah, Malapunya, Harai, verse 11. Waya Yashat, Yawasat, Ath, Abayawa, Wa'ath, Apyawa, Wayatan, Aham, Akaza, Abarataza, Matazarian, Bama Yatab, Ha'arataza, Ba'arataza, Ra'am Sas, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Para'ai, verse 12. Wayakalala, Wayakalakal, Yawasat, no, Yawasat, yeah, sorry. Ath, Abayawa, Wa'ath, Apyawa, Wa'ath, Call, Bayath, Abayawa, Lakam, La, yeah, Hatab, Hasap, verse 13. Lama Kam, Aryan, Makal, Ha'arataza, Kaya, Abad, Hara'ib, Ma'ad, Watala, Arataza, Matazarian, Wa'arataza, Kana'ain, Mapunya, Hara'ib, verse 14, Wayala Pat, Yawasa, Ka, Hakasa, Hanamataza, Ba'arataza, Matazaria, Arataza, Kana'ain, Bashabar, Shar, Shabaryam, Ba'a, Nawasa, Hakasa, Wayata, Para'ai, verse 15, Wayatam, Hakasa, Rataza, Matazaria, Wama Rataza, Kana'ain, Wayaba, Ka, Matazaria, Pawas, Yawasa, La Amar, Abba, Lana Wa, Lakam, Walama, Nama Wa, Nagadka, Kaya, Asa, Apas, Kasa, right? So when Joseph brought his father and set him before Pharaoh, Jacob blessed Pharaoh. So we've given, you know what I'm saying, we was working with these other nations, you know, blessing them. We was blessing Egypt, basically. Pharaoh was in Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, how old art thou? So he was asking how old Jacob's father was. And this is where we continue. And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, the days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. So these, you know, back then, you know what I'm saying, we lived, Most High was blessing us to live long, you know, long, lengthy lives, you know what I'm saying, 130 years and stuff like that and beyond. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my fathers in the days of their pilgrimage. Verse 10, and Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. Verse 11, and Joseph placed his father and his brethren and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, and in the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. So they gave them a nice piece of land, you know what I'm saying, in Egypt. Pharaoh gave him a nice piece of land in Egypt. Verse 12, and Joseph nourished his father and his brethren and all his father's household with bread according to their families. So it was eating good, you know what I'm saying? After Pharaoh gave him this land, Joseph was taking care of his father. It was eating good, you know, in this land. They had plenty of food, you know, according to, you know, how much, you know, how big the finance was. Okay, verse 13, and there was no bread in the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of famine. You know, so there was actually some things that they didn't have. There was no bread in the land. Well, the famine was very sore, so it was getting harsh on food. You understand? In the land of Egypt, after even Pharaoh gave them this land so they can, you know, have their own, you know, have their own land so they can just, you know what I'm saying, settle themselves, dwell there in Egypt. Okay, verse 14. And Joseph gathered up all of the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph bought the money into Pharaoh's house. Verse 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die? Why should we die in thy presence? Money faileth. So, you know, it was that famine was really bad in Egypt at that time. You understand? And Joseph brought money into Pharaoh's house. When the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came to Joseph. So, you know, they was looking for Joseph to, you know what I'm saying, what we gonna get? We need some food, you know what I'm saying? Things was getting super scarce. It wasn't looking good. So it was coming because all the Egyptians came to Joseph and said, give us bread. For why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. You know, so everything was getting scarce. And they was, you know, they was looking to Joseph to get these answers, you know what I'm saying? Why should we die right here in this land? Because they didn't have no money, they didn't have no bread, no food, things wasn't looking bad. It was looking bad. Mm-hmm. You got anything you want to add?
Number 12.
Okay, all right. Starting on verse 16, Genesis 4, 47 to 16 in the Hebrew.
I'll read it.
I'll break it down. Waya Amar, Yawasa, Abawa, Makwanyakam, Wa'atana, Lakam, Mama Kwanyakam, Sat, verse 17. Waya awa ath makwanyaham yawasa wayathan raham yawasa lakam basa wasyam waba makwana atazaan waba makwana abakor waba kamaryam waya nalam balakam bakar makwanaham bashana ahawa'a. Verse 18. Watatam hashana Hahawa'a, Waya Awa, all Yawa, Bashana, Hashana Yath, Waya Amarwa, Lawa, La'a, Nakakat, Ma'adunya, Kaya, Thum, Hakasa, Wamakwana, Habama, All, Adunya, La'a, Nasha'ar, Lapunya, Adunya, Balafya, Gawa Yath Nawa, Wa'adamath Nawa. All right, verse 19. Lama, Namawath, La'ayanyaka, Anak Nawa, Adamath Nawa, Kwana, Ath Nawa, Wa'ath, Adamath Nawa, Balakam, Wanahaya, Anak Nawa, Wa'adamath Nawa, Abadyam, Lapara'ai, Wa'athan, Zerai, Wanakaya, Wala'a, Namawath, Waha'adama, Waha'adama, La'a, Dasham, 20, Wayakwan, Yawasap, Ath, Ka, Adamath, Matazarian, Lapara'ai, Kaya, Makarwa, Matazarian, Ayash, Shadawa, Kaya, Kazak, Alham, Hara'ib, Watahaya, Rataza, Lapara'ai, verse 21. Wa'ath, Ha'ain, Ha'abayar, Athwa, La'rayam, Makwataza, Gabawa, Martazarian, Wa'ait, Kwatazawa, verse 22, verse Rock, Adamat, Hakahanyam, Ra'a, Kwana, Kaya, Kwak, Lakahanyam, Ma'ath, Para'ai, Wa'akawa, Ath, Kwam, Ashar, Nathan, Laham, Para'ai, Al, Kun, La'a, Makarwa, Ath, Adamathma. Genesis 47 and 16. So back over, the food was scarce in Egypt, and even Egyptians was coming up to Joseph. Joseph was in charge, you know what I'm saying? Give us food. We don't, why should we die here for the money, you know what I'm saying? For the money failing. We, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got nothing. Food was scarce, you know what I'm saying? They looking for answers. Okay.
And if I could too, that like exactly like right now, you understand, like Joseph will be called a Hispanic if he was alive today. You know what I mean? He would be a so-called Hispanic. If you don't know, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. They're the Israelites according to the Bible. So what we read right now is when we were slaves in Egypt, just like how we slaves right now in America, when we was enslaved in Egypt for 400 years, they needed the Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Just like right now, you got fires that's going on in California.
Right.
You understand? Trump then came out and said that the Hispanics is R words and they need to be sent back to Mexico, and they stealing all the jobs. Everybody mad at the Hispanics and they taking the jobs away. And but meanwhile, you need the Hispanics to come over here and put out your fires for you.
Right.
After you didn't call the ICE on them every goddamn day you seen them. You need the Hispanics to come over here and put your fires out for you. You need the Hispanics to come in and build your houses back up once the fire go away. You need them to mow your grass. You need the Hispanics to be your maids and your waitresses. You need the Hispanics the same way that Egypt needed the Hispanics back in their day. You understand? And that's why you need to learn from the Latinos on how to be. Because after you don't oppress them, stole their land from them, denied them justice, did all these type of evil things to these people will still go out their way to help America.
Right.
You understand? You need to be more like Hispanics. You need to be more like Latinos, man. You understand? Salaki.
Salaki, but man, basically all he's doing is trying to make himself look good, even though they need the help. Even though they need the people, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to make himself look like he's doing something so great and fantastic. The whole time on the under, he's still hiring the Mexicans. He's still, you know what I'm saying, having them working for nothing. Pennies on the dollar.
Absolutely. And if I could too, that was a heavy point. This is what y'all need to do that's going through the fires out here in California. You know what y'all need to do? Y'all need to stop being so lazy. Y'all need to lace yourself up by y'all bootstraps. Right. You understand? That's what you tell Mexicans.
Right.
That's what you tell Blacks and Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stop being lazy and lace yourself up by your bootstraps and go help and put out your own fire. What you need the Hispanics for? You understand? You need the Hispanics because they're gonna get the job done every time. Just like the same way that the Egyptians needed the Hispanics. They had all this money. You understand? But when the land went into famine, guess what? They needed them. The same way that you're gonna need Hispanics when this land continue to go into famine. And these stores started to shut down. You're gonna be like, damn, we need to, you know what I'm saying? We need the Hispanics to send them in them fields picking all our produce. If it wasn't for Hispanics, there would be no produce, especially not in California.
Right.
Then a third of the produce that you get in America come from Hispanic people, man. Come from Latinos. And guess what? And you're gonna need them exactly like how the Egyptians needed them. I guarantee you that. Shalak.
Genesis 47:16. And Joseph said, Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail.
Right, because if your money fail, like Palisades and all these little small cities in LA County, all these cities that that's being burnt down. You know what I mean? All these hundreds of acres and thousands of acres of land being burnt. All this land was owned by rich white people. You understand? This ain't South Central. You know what I mean? Get a Lord a hand for that. I'm glad. I'm just glad South Central ain't on fire. I'm glad Watts ain't on fire. I'm glad Compton ain't on fire.
Right.
You understand? And like they got all this money, but their money couldn't help them in the day of distress. They got all this money, but their money couldn't help them when the Lord sent that fire to come wipe out their whole city. You understand? Come wipe out they whole town. And that's why they came to Joseph. They was like, man, look, we got cattle. What can we trade? You know what I mean? To get some type of relief and some type of help from you. You understand? You got everything we need. What can we do to get your help? And Joseph, okay, man, give me this and I'll give you that. It's gonna be a fair exchange.
Right.
You understand? Because right now it's not a fair exchange. You understand? Because after these Hispanics and these Latinos come over here and help America, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna continue to call ICE. You understand? They will continue to profile them and ask them where their green card is. They will continue to call them rapists and drug dealers. You understand? And say that they illegal immigrants. How the hell is they illegal immigrants and this land belong to them? California is a part of Mexico.
Damn right.
You understand? These people, America is a disgusting place, man. You understand? They're a disgusting place. And you gotta imagine, that's why you gotta come out of Christianity. Now imagine you spend your whole life looking for salvation from the same nation that oppress you. Imagine that. You know how that'll mess with your self-esteem and your mental. Imagine that you gotta get salvation from the same people that oppress you. Well, it's gonna come a day like we reading about right now where they're gonna have to get salvation from you. They're gonna need your help. You understand?
They need salvation now.
Absolutely.
They need salvation now. You know what I'm saying? And look who they looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They got all this money, but what is it doing? Their house and burned down, everything and burned down that they got. You know, who they looking for? You know what I'm saying? Who they looking to now?
And this is the thing, not even to cut you off. Why y'all didn't gave all this money to billions of dollars to the Ukrainians and the Chinese and all these different people sign all these laws to help these people? When you look at it, the biggest illegal immigrants in America are the Chinese and the East Indians. Those are the biggest illegal immigrants. Why they not helping y'all? Y'all done gave them all this money and all this, you know what I mean? Why I don't see none of the immigrants that you allow in this country that you don't call ICE on. ICE ain't looking for. Why don't those people help you? Why I gotta be the Latinos? You understand? And I just show you the type of people how compassionate and how generous the Latinos is, man. You know what I mean? And that's why you need to thank Latinos when you see them for allowing you to be in their land. You understand? That's what you need to do. Slovakia.
And Slovakia, if I may, just the hypocrisy of how they make things seem. You understand? They talking about sending our brothers and putting them back, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
At the same time, now you don't think they need them? They ain't saying nothing, but you know they need them. They need them now. You know what I'm saying? That's who they need.
Absolutely.
They try to make it seem like America's this so good place. You know what I'm saying? Now the Lord is putting all this. This was making all this happen. Whether you understand that or not, the Lord is making all this happen. He's showing you. You know what I'm saying? Who. You know what I'm saying? Who he's not having mercy for now.
Absolutely.
He's having mercy for just like you said, living in
South Central
and all them places, you know what I'm saying? He's having mercy for them. They neighborhood ain't burning down. All this Palisade, you know what I'm saying? Your house, your car, and everything in the land is burning down. Them burnt down.
Damn right.
Okay, verse 17. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. Verse 18. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also has our herd of cattle. There is not left in the sight of the Lord.
Right. If I could, they ran out of money. The Egyptians ran out of money. They was like, man, we ain't gonna hide it from you. We ran out of money. We ain't got no way we can pay you. You already got all our cattle, all our cattle, but we still need your help.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
But our bodies and our lands. Verse 19. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread. And we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh.
Right. And now they were so afraid of losing everything, just like the people in California that then lost every goddamn thing in this fire. Now they coming to the same people that they was oppressing Joseph and the Israelites. Right. Now they got to go to the same people that they oppressed and say, hey man, we need your help. Now they calling them Lord. Now they calling the people that they oppressed Lord. We need your help. Read the last part again.
Buy us and our land for bread, and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh.
They said, look, we ain't got nothing else to give you. We'll be your servants.
Right.
You understand? We'll be your servant. life is removed out of pocket, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, but it was like we'll be your servants. We ain't got nothing else to give you, but we'll be your servants. You can have the land, and whatever you want to do with us. You understand? Because we really need y'all help. And you got to think about it. If y'all want to build a wall, and y'all want to deport all the illegal immigrants that's Hispanic and Latinos, you understand? Guess what? Like I said, you won't have any produce. So when things get bad, you ain't gonna be able to eat nothing. You can have all the money in the world.
Right.
You understand? When you have situations and mega disasters like this fire that's in California, you gonna need them. You understand? You gonna need all these people, but only until that time come. Then you won't realize it. Then you won't. And when that time come, you gonna realize that you messed up and you shouldn't have deported these people and separated their families and called ICE on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in that day, it's gonna be too late. It's like it.
Okay, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate.
Right now, they're afraid of dying. They're like, man, look, if you don't help us, we're going to lose our lives. Our children going to lose their lives. We're going to starve to death. We need your help, and that's how you supposed to be looking at it. But America's so prideful. They've been having us enslaved for so many years. They think that they can just overlook that they need your help.
Right.
They think you just gonna offer them help, and you know what I mean. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be in servitude and subject to these people. You know what I mean? Like they don't gotta ask you nothing. Just get to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it.
Verse 20. And Joseph brought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them.
Right. Then he ended up buying Egypt. Hispanic people end up being the rulers over you. They end up being on top. You understand? The roles was reversed. Go ahead.
So the land became Pharaoh's. Verse 21. As for the people, he removed them to cities from one end of the border of Egypt, even to the other end thereof.
Right. They talking about building a wall. We built the wall.
Right.
We need to build up. That's what the natives should have did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When they came over, they should have built a wall for them and put a border up for them.
Right.
You understand? As soon as they hopped off them ships with their weapons, the Latinos should have said, "Who are these people hopping off these ships with their weapons, looking like Michael Myers, face painted, wigs on?"
Right.
Yeah, we need to build a wall for them. You understand? We absolutely need to build a wall. These people, they don't look right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Keep going.
Verse 22. Only the land of the priest bought he not.
Mm-hmm.
For the priest and for the priest had a portion assigned to them, signed them of Pharaoh, and did eat their portion which Pharaoh gave them. Mm-hmm. Wherefore they sold not their lands. All right, verse 23. In the Hebrew, Waya Amar, Yawasa, Ha'ain, Hun, Kwana Yafya, Afkam, Hayawam, Wa'ath, Adamaskam, La Para Ai, Ha'a, Lakam, Zarai, Wazaraitam, Af, Ha'adama, verse 24, Wahaya, Batabwa, Af, Wana Tantam, Kama Yash, Yath, Laparai, Wa'ara Bai, Hayadath, Yahaya, Lakam, Lazarai, Hashadah, Wala'a, Kalkam, Wala'a Shaira, Bath Yakam, Wala Akal, La Tapkam, verse 25. Waya Amarwa Akayath Nawa Nama Taza Kan Baayanya Adonya Wahaya Nawa Nawa Ibadyam Lapa Ra'ai, 26. Waya Sham Atan Ata Yawasat La Kwak Id Hayawam Hazah Oh I Adamath Matazarian La Para'ai Lakamash Rock Adamath Hakahanyam Labadam La'a Hayata La Para'ai, verse 27. Wayashab Yasharala Ba'arataza Matazarium Ba'arataza Gashan Waya Kazwa Baha Waya Parwa Waya Rabwa Ma'at, verse 28. Waya Kaya Ya'ikwa Ba'arataza Matazarium Shabai Aishara Shana Waya Haya Yawamyam Ya'ikwa Shanya Kaya Yawa Shabai Shanyam Wa'arabayam Wama'at Shana, verse 29. Wayakwarabwa Wayamyam Yasharala Lamawath Wayakwara Labanwa Wayawasap Waya Amar Lawa Na Mataza Afya Kan Ba'ayan Yaka Shayam Na Yaka Takat Yarakya Wa Aish Yata Amadya Kasad Wa'amath Na Takwa Barunya Bama Tazarium. Okay. All right. Genesis chapter 47, verse 23. Then Joseph said unto the people, Behold, I have bought you this day and your land for Pharaoh. Lo, here is seed for you, and you shall sow the land.
Right. And this what y'all gotta understand. Let me tell you about something about Latinos, man. Let me just tell you something that they don't want you to know. Latinos, man, you will never see a Latino on a corner begging for money or begging for help. I'm from California, and I've never seen a Latino on a corner begging for help. But you know who you will see? You will see a cave dweller on every goddamn corner begging for change and begging for help. But you never see a Latino. You know what you will see a Latino doing? Sitting in front of Home Depot looking for work. Exactly. You'll see them riding around in trucks with a saying that they mowing lawns. You know what I mean? You always see these people working, man. So to to try to paint the narrative that they stealing all the jobs and they need to be deported. No, you are just a beggar and you lazy and you need to lace yourself up by your bootstraps and go find a goddamn job. Like if you leave it up to me, the Hispanics shouldn't even be helping y'all right now with y'all California fires. They shouldn't even be helping y'all. Y'all need to lace yourself up by y'all bootstraps and be a man and go put your own fires out and save your own families and your own wealth and your own, you know what I'm saying, whatever y'all own. Y'all, that's what y'all need to do. You understand? Instead of trying to paint a narrative that the Hispanics is all words and they need to be deported, they stealing all the jobs and they illegals. No, you're the illegal immigrant.
Damn right.
You understand? That's what y'all need to do. But it's gonna come a time when you're gonna need them. You understand? Just like how you need them right now. You're gonna need the Hispanics more than what you think, man. You understand? And that's why, like I said, I thank God that it ain't South Central on fire. I thank God that it's not lost. It's not Watts and Compton. And you understand? It's all the areas where y'all live because y'all been calling ICE on these people for the past 5-10 years. Y'all been calling ICE on these people, man. You understand? And the only thing they trying to do is find a better life and make a better situation for their family. And you've been calling ICE on them to get them deported. And now you need ICE. Now you need actual water. You understand? Now your homes is on fire and you don't know what the hell y'all gonna do. But guess what? Here comes the same people that you oppressed and called ICE on. Here they come to save the day to help you because you won't lace your own self up by your bootstraps and put the fire out. You understand? America is an evil place and the oppressor is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of.
Damn right.
That's what y'all understand. So like
verse 24. It shall come to pass in the increase that ye shall give the fifth part unto Pharaoh, and 4 parts shall be your own for seed of the field and for your food, and for them of your household, and for food for your little ones. 25. And they said, Thou hast saved our lives. Let us find grace in the sight of my Lord.
You see that? They said that you saved our lives. Let us find grace in the sight of the Lord. You understand? And that's how y'all should be looking at the Hispanics. The Hispanic people out here saving y'all lives, man. Out there saving y'all lives. And let's not forget about the black and Hispanics that's in prison that right now fighting these fires. Did you know that 1/3 of the firefighters that's out there right now are prisoners from California correctional facilities?
They won't say that, though.
They ain't gonna tell you that. A third of the people that's out there fighting fires, they're from California. And guess what race they are? Black and Hispanic. The same people that you oppress and saying is stealing all your jobs and they criminals and you know what I mean? The same people that you oppress every goddamn day, they're the ones out there trying to make sure that you have a livelihood and they're the ones making sure that you get your belongings and everything don't burn up and you don't lose everything in this kingdom. They the ones doing it. You understand? And like I said, if it was up to me, I would say let it burn. Let it burn, let it burn. Because you understand, wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Literally in this case. You understand? Wherever there's smoke, is fire. The Lord didn't put these cities on fire for no reason. And I know a lot of y'all conspiracy theories out there. And y'all like to say, the fire was started by somebody. And, maybe P. Diddy did it from jail because the sex tapes with him and T.D. Jakes. Nah, the Lord put L.A. on fire. Because how you been treating Mexicans. That's why the Lord put L.A. on fire. You damn devils. And in order for you to admit that, you understand that the Lord is not with LA, but you got to say it's something else. So then, because if you admitted that the Lord did it, then you'll understand that you're the reason why. You're the reason why he wants. Why?
And we will be Pharaoh's servants.
And they said we'll be Pharaoh's servants. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And Joseph made it a law over the land of Egypt unto this day that Pharaoh should have the fifth part, except the land of the priests only. Which became not Pharaoh's. Verse 27. And Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions therein, and grew and multiplied exceedingly.
Right, exactly. We stay separate from the Egyptians. The same way right now, Black and Hispanic, we stay in separate communities from white people. That's just how it is. We live in the ghetto. They live in Palisades and all these different places that's on fire. We live in South Central. We live in Watts and Compton and You know, that's just how it is. It was the same thing in Egypt. They stayed in Egypt. We stayed in Goshen. We were separate. And then what happened when we separated? Read it again.
See, and they dwelt in the land of Egypt in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions therein and grew and multiplied exceedingly.
Right. And because we were separate, we grew and we multiplied exceedingly. And that's what you gotta take in consideration and understand. When you separate from the people that oppress you, then you are able to grow as a people. You understand? Because if you don't separate, you try to come together and hold hands with these people and come together and be one with these people, then guess what? Somebody got to be the head, somebody got to be the tail. And if you take on their culture, you're going to be the person that's at the bottom. That's just how it goes. That's why when you read Deuteronomy 7:6, the Lord said, you are holy unto me, a separate people above all people. You understand? Because when you practice your culture and put on your culture, then there's no room for you to be subject to nobody. You understand? But when you put on the culture of somebody else, you make yourself a second-class citizen under these people. You understand? That's why you should never be a Muslim or a Christian. And I'm going to give you another reason why you shouldn't be a Muslim or a Christian or be religious. You shouldn't do that because the same people that oppress you, they allowed to be your brother and your sister in Islam and Christianity and Judaism, and the Bible ain't like that. Somebody that oppress you, they are an enemy into you. And you should never trust them. You should never try to come together with them. But in religion, there's no laws in religion. So the same people that oppress you, religion allows them to still be your brother or your sister in that religion. You understand? Salakia.
And Salakia, if I may, and ironically, this showing you how Mexicans have brotherhood with their own brothers. You understand?
Absolutely.
They showing how to come together.
That's a fact.
They're going, just like I said, and multiply exceedingly. We're going to come together and we're going to find a way to make this work for everybody. You understand? While you still trying to separate from the Mexicans and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? They show an example of how to come together, and they still multiplying exceedingly. They still growing therein. You know, they still growing in their own little spot, you know what I'm saying? But you still trying to separate from, you know, just like you said, the Mexicans is taking our jobs from us and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is showing true brotherhood, and this is what the Bible's all about.
Absolutely.
Showing true brotherhood for our family, you understand, how we can come together and still multiply exceedingly.
Absolutely. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. And if I could, and the reason why we don't know how to do that today is because we don't want to be brothers amongst each other. We want the oppressor to be our brother. You understand? We want everybody that oppress us to be our brothers, when really your brothers is Black, Hispanic in the ghetto. Like we in the ghetto with each other for a reason, because we family. You understand? But when these people put us in the ghetto and then try to drive a wedge between Black and Hispanic people to make us enemies, when really we not enemies. You understand? We actually family according to God, according to the Bible. You understand? And if we separate and we live by the term Black and brown, unite or die, then you will see us exceed great. You understand? You will see us really grow as a people. But you can't grow as a people if you're trying to include everybody, especially the people that are oppressed. Salakia.
Yeah, Salakia, if I may. And this another example of, you know what I'm saying, our oppressors taught us how to be separate. You understand?
Yep.
How to be, you know what I'm saying, how to not come together. You understand? This is what our oppressors have told us. And these are some of the examples that we've learned things from our oppressors. We got to be separate. We got to, you know what I'm saying, there's a lower class and there's upper class. You understand? Right. That's what we learned from our oppressors. How not to have brotherhood with our brothers. How not to know how to come together, because we're looking at it from a oppressor perspective. Was like, no, we got to get away from you because, you know, we got a little bit more money than you, so you're not the same. You know what I'm saying? You're not the same. But this is showing true brotherhood. This is showing how true brotherhood, we multiply exceedingly, and learning from our oppressor, the things that we shouldn't be trying to do is follow what our oppressor is showing us. Absolutely. That's where we come wrong at. We look at it through the eyes of our oppressor and we separate. You understand? When the whole Bible is about coming together, loving your brother, loving your, you know what I'm saying? Loving your brother, showing how to come together and still be able to maintain even when oppression is really, you know, on our back.
Yep.
And if I may too, sir, just to add on what you said, right? Not only is the Bible about us
coming together as a people, but the Bible gives you examples of what happens when we don't come together.
Right.
Like we get slaughtered by the same people who we want to be friends with, as opposed to coming together with our own nation and fighting against the oppression of these other nations. I just want to say that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We learn from our oppression. We learn how to separate from each other. Right. We learn how to, not come together. Because now we, like I said, we got this upper class and we got this lower class in our mind, you understand? Right. But that's not what's making us come together. That's making us draw further apart from our own family. We see our family as the ones that we should be hating when our oppressors just all in our mind and making us think that, this is the best way to go. Now they need, you know what I'm saying? Now they're in need now. But you don't hear about, what's really being done on the undermath. Like I said, who's coming out of those prisons, fighting these fires, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. You're not hearing about who's doing that because they're going to hide. They're going to always hide that and use that hypocrisy to like they're doing so much to us. But they, in true nature, they're helping everything, helping you put these strawberries and grapes and oranges, in your refrigerator, on your table, and in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Okay, let me see. Verse 28. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years. So the whole age of Jacob was 147 years. Verse 29. And the time drew nigh that Israel must die. And he called his son Joseph and said unto him, If now I have found grace in thy sight, put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt.
Mm-hmm. And look at Joe and Jacob didn't even want to be buried in Egypt.
Right.
He wanted to be buried in his own land, even though he lived to be 140 some years old.
Right.
When Black and Hispanic, we don't even live to get that old. Like you then are considered an OG in the neighborhood. If you live to see 21,
man,
you're an OG now because you done went through so much from getting shot, getting deported, getting put in prison, losing your family, losing family members. You know what I mean? You done been through so much. By the time you get in your early 20s, you recognize as an OG. Joseph lived to see 140 some years old, watched all his kids grow up. They became rich. You understand? And they did all these great things. He said, I don't even want to be born in this evil place. You understand? So keep going.
So we got to start.
Those here?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Genesis 47 and 30. Washakap daya aim abathya wana sha tanya mama tazaryan wakwa barath nawa na ya bakwa barathma waya amar anakya Aisha kada barak, verse 31. Waya amar hashabai laya waya shabai lawa waya shakathwa Yasharala wa aish hama ta. All right. 48 and 1. Waya haya akarya hada bargain aha waya amara laya wasat hana abayaka Allah ya waya kwak af shanya banyawa aimwa af manasha wa af aparyan, verse 2. Waya Gad, Laya Iqua, Waya Amar, Ana, Banka, Yawasa, Ba'a, All Yaka, Wayatakazak, Yasharala, Waya Shah, Al, Amata, verse 3, Waya Amar, Ya'aqua, Al, Yawasa, Al, Shadaya, Nara'a, Al Ya, Balawa, Balawaz, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain, Waya Barak, Ahya, verse 4, Waya Amar, Al Ya, Hananya, Maparka, Wahara, Bayathka, Wanatanyaka, Lakwaha, Ainyam, Wanatanya, Ath, Ha'arataza, Aza'ath, Razaraika, Akaryaka, Akazath, Iwalam, 5, Wa'ata, Shanya, Banyaka, Hanawaladyam, Laka, Ba'arataza, Matazariam, Aid, Ba'aya, All Yaka, Matazariama, Raya, Aparyam, Wama Nasha, Kara Alban, Washamayan, one. Yawa, let's see, Yawa, Raya. Okay, Genesis 47:30. But I will lie with my fathers, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in their burying place. And he said, I will do as thou hast said. And he said, swear unto me. And he sware unto him. And Israel bowed himself upon the beds of head. Genesis 48:1. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, behold, thy father is sick. And he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Verse 2. And one told Jacob and said, behold, thy son Joseph come unto thee. And Israel strengthened himself and sat upon the bed. Verse 3. And Jacob said unto Joseph, God Almighty, appear unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and bless me. Verse 4. And said unto me, behold, I will make thee fruitful and multiply thee, and I will make of thee a multitude of people, and will give this land to thy seed after thee for an everlasting possession. Verse 5. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto the land in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine.
Mm-hmm. And for y'all who don't know, so this is talking about the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans. If you don't know, all these Latinos that got the name Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Guatemalan, Peruvian, Venezuelan, Ecuadorian, These are all God's chosen people, man.
Damn right.
You understand? And this is how you supposed to die. Like when you die, you're supposed to be on a bed with all your sons around, being honored for being righteous.
Right.
You understand? For teaching them how to live their life. That's how you're supposed to die. Like when Ronald Reagan died, this nigga died, and they flew his body around, what was it, New York somewhere for 24 hours straight. That's how much they love that man. They flew his body around. Why? Because he oppressed blacks and Hispanics. Highly, like super oppressed us. You understand? He the reason why you think he one of the reasons why you think Hispanics are criminals and they drug dealers and the cartel and all that. When really that's all a white operation.
Right.
That had nothing to do with us. Man. We wasn't living like that. You understand? But this is how you supposed to go out, man. You understand? You ain't supposed to be risking your life fighting fires and you know what I mean, and temperatures hundreds of degrees in hopes of being accepted by America. America will never accept Latinos because this is an evil place. Like, can you name one time when these people have ever been good to Latinos or black people? Like name one time these people have ever did something great to these people. They never, and they never will. You understand? But then guess what? They can send money to Ukraine, billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Right.
You understand? They can allow, like the Chinese. America's at war with the Chinese, but they allow the Chinese to come over here and build a city up and build a Chinatown in every major city.
Right.
But meanwhile, this land belonged to Latinos, and they building walls for them. They deport them, separating families at borders. You need to, like I said, y'all need to learn on how to be from Latinos. Y'all need to, and that's why the Bible says they shall rule over their oppressor. Why? Because they gonna show you how to really rule over a people, and still not do them dirty just because you're over the top of them. America don't know how to do that. So I get it.
Genesis chapter 48, verse 6. Wama wa ladaska ashar awa ladas akar yaham laka yaha yawa al sham ak yaham yakwa rawa bana kaltam, verse 7. Wa anya baba aya mapadan mata alya rakal ba'arataza kana'ain badarak ba'aiwad kabarath arataza laba'a aparata wa'akwa barha sham badarak aparath hawa'a bayath lakam, verse 8. Yawa, Waya Ra'a, Yasharala, Ath, Manyam, Yawasat, Wa Amar, Waya Amar, Maya, Alha, 9. Waya Amar, Yawasat, Abayawa, Banyamya, Ashar, Matan, Laya, Alahaya, Wazah, Waya Amar, Wakam, Na, Alya, Wa'abarakam, verse 10. Wa'ayanya, Yasharala, Abadwa, Mazakwan, La'a, Yawa Kar, Lara Wath, Waya Gash, Atham, All Yawa, Waya Shak, Laham, Waya Kabak, Laham, verse 11, Waya Amar, Yasharala, All, Yawasat, Ra'ah, Panyaka, La'ah, Palalathya, Wahana, Ara'ah, Athya, Alahayim, Dum, Zaraika, 12, Watazah, Yawasa, Atham, Ma'ain, Barak Yawa, Wayashatakwa, La'ak Yawa, Aratazah. Genesis 48 and 6. And thy issue, which thou begettest after them, shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance. As for me, when I come from Padan, Rachel died by me in the land of Canaan, in the way, when yet there was but a little way to come unto Pharaoh, unto Ephrath, and I buried her in the land of Ephrath. The same is Bethlehem. And Israel beheld Joseph's son, and said, Who are these? 9. And Joseph said unto his father, They are my sons, whom God has given me in this place. And he said, Bring me, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them.
Right. This talking about blessing the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans, who America look at as criminals and drug dealers and rapists. You know what I mean? It's talking about blessing them. And before y'all decide that y'all want to be so sad about these fires and this is a horrible thing what's going, first of all, these people rich. It's not the only house they got. They got houses all over the goddamn world.
Right.
They famous actors and movie stars. They gonna be all right. You understand? But nobody care about when you get displaced. And yo, like you gotta think about it. They came through on planes and dropped bombs over black neighborhoods in Philadelphia and burnt the whole neighborhood down. Right. And black people was displaced. They had to go to Boston and had to go to Baltimore and all these different places because they lost their black neighborhood. They came through and burnt down Tulsa, Oklahoma, and displaced everybody, put the whole town on fire. Everybody lost their businesses, their clothes, they lost everything. They came through Rosewood, Florida, burnt the whole city down. You understand? This is what the oppressor do to us. You understand? And we get no justice for it. Nobody come and help us to put the fire out. But instead, they take all the land from us that we left because it's on fire. They steal all our businesses, steal everything that belonged to us, all our cattle. You understand? And then they give themselves a pat on the back.
Right.
You understand? So me personally, I don't care about LA being on fire. The Lord have done it. And guess what? Right. If you don't know, when you come into these Sabbath services that we're doing right now, we pray that like I said before, the more you continue to take your spirit out of this place, you understand, then you're going to see more stuff like this happen. You're going to see more people, more terrorists take their cars and run into people downtown on New Year's. You're going to see more cities on fire. You're going to see more storms like was it Ashby, North Carolina? You know what I'm saying? When Category 5 hurricanes came and wiped out, you're going to see more of that happening. That happened because you stopped celebrating Christmas. Right. You stopped being a Christian, eating pork and shrimp. That's why that's happening. You understand? And that's why you got to continue, like I said, to take your spirit out of this place, and you're gonna continue to see more of this happen. Why? Because they oppress you. So, like, go ahead, Crayola.
I was just gonna add on to what you were saying as far as like all of the destruction that the oppressor has done. a lot of people don't even know the history of the gold rush in California. Like, it was a tribe called the Pomo tribe that's north of us. You understand? And the state of California literally like passed bills to unalive them massively. You understand? In order to take the land from them and steal all of the gold from them. On top of that, they was putting bounties on Native American Indians' heads. Like, you scout one of them, they give $5. If you bring the whole body to them, they give you $25. You understand? And a lot of evilness that they did to the natives. You understand? Of course, they made it seem like they gave them reparations with the casinos and all of that BS.
All right.
But in actuality, like you said on one of your songs, sir, you can't bandage no open wound. Like, the just the simple fact that California has a football team called the 49ers is evil as hell. Like, y'all know how they changed the Washington Redskins logo and changed the name of it. Like, ain't nobody talking about the 49ers. When the 49ers was a whole band of thieves and murderers, you understand, that came and slaughtered the natives in California, you understand, and took all of the gold. And one more point, a lot of these men that were part of these armies that came over here that slaughtered the natives, they got promoted to generals. And the first what's the person that runs California? What's Gavin Newsom's position?
Governor.
The first governor of California actually came from one of those bands of Edomites that came over here to slaughter the Native Americans. A lot of these towns in Northern California is actually named after these oppressors who got famous for unaliving, you understand, our Native American brothers and sisters. So I'm saying all of that to say this. The Lord is wreaking havoc on California and all of these wildfires because he ain't forgot what they did to the natives.
Yeah, right.
That's all I want to say.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? And if you black, you know what I mean, you a so-called black man in California or anywhere, you don't accept the Latinos or so-called Hispanics, you a disgusting piece of garbage.
Right.
And your grandparents will be ashamed of you.
Absolutely.
Everybody want to talk about Harriet Tubman, and she was an immigrant too.
Right.
She migrated from down south Virginia, Mississippi, and that's how you think. We not from California.
Right.
We not from, you know what I'm saying, Milwaukee and all these different places. Right. We is from Alabama, Mississippi, and Virginia. That's where we came from. Right. And we migrated on foot to get here to get a better life for our family. So why the hell is you mad at Hispanics? Right. You disgusting, man. You know what I mean? Sluggy, go ahead.
That's a lot, if I may. That's just the hypocrisy, like I said, hypocrisy of this land. You understand? They've done so much and taught us not what the real truth is that now that we just think those things are just things that made America great.
Right.
You know, the MAGA hat, you know what I'm saying? Make America great again. No, those are things that ruined America, killed our brothers and sisters, our family, which, you know what I'm saying, they don't teach us in school. They don't let us know who our real people is. They just tell us these things that sound good to us, make us feel good, you know, fuel us a little money here, a little money there, and now we on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Now we still looking down on our brothers and sisters on the hypocrisy of what America has done to us, which has separated us, and you know what I'm saying, and made us think that, you know what I'm saying, who our family is who the people we're supposed to be fighting against.
Yeah, I'm right.
All right, verse 8, and Israel beheld Joseph's son and said, Who are these? Verse 9, and Joseph said unto his father, They are my sons, whom God has given me in this place. And he said, Bring them, I pray thee, unto me, and I will bless them. God know who his people is, you understand? We just don't know who our people is. Verse 10, now the eyes of Israel were dim for ages, so that he could not see. And he brought them near unto him, and he kissed them and embraced them. Verse 11, And Israel said unto Joseph, I had not thought to see thy face, and lo, God has shewed me also thy seed. Verse 12, and Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Last 7 verses. Genesis 48 and 13. Waya Kwak, Yawasat, Ath, Shanyaham, Ath, Aparyam, Bayamyanwa, Masha Ma'al, Yasharala, Wa'ath, Manasha, Basha Ma'alwa, Mayamyan, Yasharala, Wayagash, all Yawab, verse 14, Wayashalak, Yasharala, Ath, Yamyanwa, Wayashath, Ra'ash, Aparyam, Wahawa'a, Ataza Ayar, Wa'ath, Shama'awa, Al, Ra'ash, Manashah, Shalak, Shakal, Ath, Yad Yawa, Kaya, Manashah, Abakawar, 15, Waya Barak, Rash Yawasa, Waya Amar, Alahaya, Ashar, Hata Halakwa, Bathya, Lapunyawa, Abaraham, Waya Tazakwak, Ha'alahayim, Hara'ai, Afya, Ma'ai Wadya, Aid, Hayawam, Hazah, verse 16, Hamala Ak, Haga All, Afya, Makal, Rai, Yabarak, Ath, Hanarayam, Wayakwara, Baham, Shamya, Washam, Abafya, Abaraham, Wayatazakwak, Wayadag, Wayadagwa, Labar, Larab, Bakwarab, Ha'arataza, 17, Wayara'a, Yawasa, Kaya, Yashayaf, Ba'ayawa, Yad, Yamyanwa, Al, Ra'ach, Paryam, Wayarai, Wa'ayanyawa, Wayatamak, Yad, Abayawa, Lahasayar, Ata, Ma'ai, Ra'ash, Aparya, Ra'ash, Manashah, verse 18, Vaya Amar, Yawasa, Abayawa, La'a, Kan, Abaya, Kaya, Za, Abarak, Abakar, Shayam, Yamyanka, Ra'ashwa, 19, Waya Ma'an, Abayawa, Wa Amar, Yada Aifya, Manya, Yada Aifya, Gam, Hawa'a, Yahaya, La'ain, Wagam, Hawa'a, Yagada, Wa'awalam, Yawa, Akwatan, Yagada, Mamanwa, Wazarai, Yahaya, Mala, Hagawayam. Okay. Genesis chapter 48, verse 13. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim and his right hand toward Israel left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand toward Israel right hand, and brought them near unto him. Verse 14, and Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hand wittingly. For Manasseh was the firstborn. Verse 15, and he blessed Joseph and said, God, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which fed me in all my life long unto this day. Verse 16, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth.
Right. And if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you're not walking after the God of your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If you Latino or Black, and you a Christian or a Muslim or an atheist or a Jehovah's Witness or a Catholic, you walking after a strange God. Right. That your forefathers before you, they never walked after. You understand? Keep going.
17. And when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head.
Right, because in our culture, the oldest is supposed to get the blessing first. Right. I mean, Manasseh is older than Ephraim, which today would be the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans. The Cubans came out before the Puerto Ricans, so he wanted the older to get the blessing because that's Israelite tradition. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 18. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. Mm-hmm. Verse 19. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he.
Right. So he said he know that in the future, Ephraim is going to be greater than Manasseh. Saying, and in our culture, the oldest brother don't always get the the blessing every time he should, but he don't always. Just like with Jacob and Esau. If Esau would have got the blessing, then they would have been in rulership righteously. They would have a reason to be over black people. But Esau didn't get the blessing. Jacob did. He was the younger brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the scripture say that the older shall serve, the first shall serve the younger, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Shall serve the younger.
Yeah, exactly. They came out first, and then they're supposed to serve us. You know what I mean? But they considered a whole different nation. These two brothers are brothers, and he said that Ephraim was going to be better. You know what I mean? Than Manasseh. Keep going.
But truly, his younger brother shall be greater than he. His seed shall become a multitude of nations.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You gonna do it?
All right. We're gonna say Imagine. Men of Israel will give one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ma'alim Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shabbat. Yahyamata. Men of Israel will give one courteous salute to sisters out there that may be watching. Men of Israel, Ma'alim Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shabbat. Yahyamata. Class dismissed.